Hey, what's up, YouTube? So, got this project last night. I happened to be on Facebook Marketplace, and I saw an alert for a KTM 85sx for $675. The ad was posted 2 hours ago, it says, and I was like, there's no way this thing's there. Still, but I messaged the guy, and it was still there. Happened to just live a few miles up the road, so it worked out good. Anyway, hopped in the truck, grabbed my straps. I was like, we got to get this thing. $675 for this thing is a ridiculous price for what I hope to be a running bike soon in the future here. $675. You might be asking yourself, well, that doesn't seem like that great of a deal. Well, I can tell you that in Colorado, people value their KTMs like they're going to be running the Yurtsburg Rodeo tomorrow. It's ridiculous. You get on Craigslist here and start looking for KTM. Something like this will probably go for $1,200, $1,400. You know, it's a pretty decent profit for getting lucky and getting it so cheap. So we'll see what we can do. We really like to spend as little amount of money as possible, fix what we can fix, and I guess replace what we have to, and you know, we'll see what we do. Let's take a look at some of the current potential issues with this thing. Let's see here. Brakes are questionable at best. Not a big deal. There looks to be some brake pad down there. You're not going to be able to see it on the video. There looks to be some brake pad. I guess I should back up and say this thing hasn't ran or nobody's ridden it in 3 years. So I could see where the brakes would need to be bled. Clutch seemingly works. It's a little busted, the lever, not a big deal. That's a pretty reasonably cheap part. Obviously we'll be replacing that. It's filthy. But, you know, other than the filth, I think when we clean it up, get the first layer of disgusting off of this thing, we might be looking at a decent bike. So we got tires that are very newish. Let me see what we got. FMF Turbo Core 2. Wait a second. That's not what I'm running on mine. Dirty. I don't know. That's a lot of spooch. I don't know if you can see that. It's absolutely filthy. The guy told me that it smoked a lot the last time it ran. Well, sir, it was running very rich indeed. Down here we got a Pro Circuit Platinum pipe. It's pretty nice. Definitely a decent aftermarket. Some fork savers over here. I just noticed those. I'm guessing they are covering up blown fork seals. That would be my guess. That's usually where my luck goes. So if that's the case, we'll replace some fork seals. Hopefully not, because I hate doing that. And front tires looking good. Yeah, for the most part, it's not too bad. I don't know if you can see that though. Can you see how bashed in that radiator is? That is something we're going to have to try to straighten out. I think we can do it. I hope so. It's $110, $20 for a pair of these things. So if we can straighten it out, that's money in our pocket. What we want to do is, again, spend as little amount as possible, fix what we can, replace what we have to, and make a couple bucks. And we'll throw that into the next project. Whatever that might be. We'll see. Let me see. Well, other than that, looks pretty good. So the first thing that I would like to do, again, this is going to be a multi-part video. So what we will do is tear this thing down, all the way down. Replace what we need to replace. It might need a top end. The compression's good though. So we'll see there. Let's check it. Let's check it out. I mean, it's not super easy. Oh, I don't know if it's not super easy to push down. so it's not seized up. There is some compression. The last guy that owned it did not replace the top end. He didn't know when the last time it had been done, or if it had ever been done. So like I said, we'll take everything apart, check it out, for sure clean it, try to bring it back to 2004 levels of cleanliness, hopefully, and see what we can do with this thing. So like I said, multi-part series. Obviously this is video 1, and throughout every couple days we'll just keep getting deeper and deeper into this potential nightmare, and see what we can find, and see if we can make it out the other side with any money left. All right. So first thing we're going to do is let's clean the first layer of filth off of this thing so that we can actually touch it. If you touch it now, your hands are going to be dirty. So let's get this thing cleaned up, and that way we can start pulling it apart, taking a look at it. Again, it hasn't run in 3 days, so the first thing I will probably do after cleaning it will be to pull the carb, clean the carb, and let's just see if it's going to run. So that'll be our first goal in this series of videos, is let's just get it running. After that, then we could really break it down and see what's happening inside this hopefully awesome beast. All right, so I'm going to get everything ready. I'm going to pull the pressure washer down, get it all ready to go, and then I'll meet you around front. All right, see you in a few. All right, welcome back. So we got it pulled outside here. First thing we can do, just gonna use our degreaser. Now, it's not really Zep degreaser. It is just water, dish soap, and vinegar. Why vinegar? Why some old-timey stuff, you say? Vinegar is an awesome cleaner. It just smells terrible. But when vinegar evaporates, it leaves no smell. Thank God, because I hate the smell of vinegar. It's literally my least favorite thing on the planet. That's why I'm wearing these blue gloves, because if vinegar touches me, the yuck. Anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and spray this thing down. And probably let it sit, I don't know, 10 minutes. So we'll just hit up all these problem spots. But I'm not going to put you through all this. What we'll probably do is fast forward or just cut to after this thing sits for a while with all of this degreasing, homemade degreasing solution. So I guess we'll figure that out when I edit this. So for now, just going to degrease. Alright guys, so this has been sitting for about 10 minutes. It's starting to dry, so I think what it will do is I'll just park this camera right here and we'll start spraying this thing off. It's thick with the ick, so what I don't get off in the first couple layers, I'll probably just repeat this process a few times till this thing's a little bit cleaner. So I guess we'll see as we go. Don't really see anything else while I was spraying this thing down, other than I got some vinegar on my foot, which was definitely terrible. So I'm going to sit you down. I'm going to get the sprayer going, and we're going to start spraying this thing off. I will likely fast forward through some of the spraying process. I don't want to make this thing super long and boring. I mean, you've seen stuff get pressure washed before. It is fun, but I probably won't put you through that. Anyway, like I said, I'm going to park you. Let's spray this thing down. Alright guys, at some point you shut off, but so I sprayed it. It's cleaner. It's cleaner. There is some stuff in there that just does not want to come off, and I'm afraid that it looks better in the picture than it does in real life. But the engine's starting to look silver again, so that's kind of cool. And you know, for the first wash, at least I can touch it, take it apart without having to take 7 baths. So from here, I'm gonna move this thing back inside, and I think, like I said, the first thing that I think that we should do is just, let's see if we can get it running. That's probably going to be the next video. We'll pull the carb off, take it apart, give it an ultrasonic bath, and really get it clean, and bring it back to factory showroom carb condition, hopefully. We're going to have to play around with the jetting a little bit, because obviously it's running super rich. So we know that. It's probably got stock, you know, regular people elevation for jetting. We're at, here where I'm at, we're at 7,000 feet. We usually ride between 7,500 and 10,000 feet. So we'll jet for those conditions. And anyway, that'll be the next video, and I really appreciate you guys watching. Definitely tune in for the next video. Subscribe, because it's coming out probably the next couple Saturday. Today is Thursday, so I'm thinking for Saturday that's what we'll be doing, is a nice long carb dip. Anyway, thanks for coming. Love you. Bye.